Alright, what's up guys? Welcome, my degenerate ape fam, to another episode of your favorite homeless crypto trader, and broadcasting live to you from the mattress on the floor humble studio. And on today's episode, we're going to be hopping into the charts and talk about some crypto strategies, how we're living off crypto. We're 100% crypto now, okay? 100% income coming from crypto, nowhere else. That's what's paying the bills. That's what's stopping me from starving. And we're going to go see what's going on. So here we go. Straight to the charts, my guys. As you can see, we've been having a lot of crazy sideways action. Boom, 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 boom. Almost kind of scary over here. Looks, the charts look really bad for the super fam. But you know what? It's okay. Because the market cap for this coin is so low that while it looks like we're heading downwards, and you can see here the previous support is now resistance, you got to realize that we can easily go back to these levels in a day. All it takes is one bullish signal, anything bullish news, and you will go back to these levels, if not higher, in a single day. We can do a 10x in a single day. Why? Because the market cap is low and you only need like a few $billions, and there's enough liquidity, there's enough meme coins. We talked about this before. So I'm not too concerned about this price action. Why? Because one, I know just as you can go down one day, you can go up. And on the macro of this year, nothing's changed at all. So this is just short-term volatility. There's been nothing in the bearish news overall in the economy. Everything looks like it's gearing for a good year. So since that hasn't changed, I'm not changing my position. Secondly, we have some big news coming out for Super Farm this month. I don't know when. Maybe it's this Friday. Could be in the next 2 weeks. But sometime this month, there's going to be some new updates. And hopefully, we should see some really good price action moves. Now, I'm going to be going over some strategies here because this worked for me in the past. And also, you can see here, the Bitcoin price looks very good. So I'm going to talk about why we're actually going down here and what we can do about this. And, as you can see, Bitcoin is doing very good. It's an upward trend. So basically, what I think is happening is a lot of FOMO is going on with this ETF stuff, that people are dumping their altcoins and they're trying to go for Bitcoin. They're afraid they're going to miss out on the Bitcoin train, and you can see altcoins taking a massive dump. So over here, okay, we are live. I'm sorry, not live, but unedited. So dealing with this stuff, start a whiteboard. Okay, so in the past, what I used to do was I used to swap trade. So I'll have a bunch of coins and then think that, okay, I'm going to jump into this coin until it makes like a 20%. Okay. And then I'm going to swap to these other coins after I've ridden this, because I didn't like being idle like this, missing out these pumps. And there was this coin called Synthetics. And I bought this thing at like $1. Okay. This was, I think, 3 years ago. And I rode it up to $7. And then the market crashed, kind of like where we're seeing like this. And I went back to $4. Now, during this time, I saw Bitcoin start ripping. And then I saw other altcoins start going up. And I'm like, oh my God. Meanwhile, I was stuck here on $4. I'm like, oh, started getting FOMO. So then I dumped these bags. I was already massively in profit about it here. And I started riding these waves. And this was at $4 for like maybe a month or 2 months. To the point I'm like, hey, I think I've given up on this coin, because look at all this 2 months of action on these other coins. And it was a good move. I was making more dollars, thinking that I made the smart move. However, after 2 months, when these other coins slowed down and I kept my bags in there thinking this was done, what I noticed happened was this coin started to rip. It went from $4 to $8 and then it went to 10, and then it went to 13, and then it went back down to 12. At this point, I sold these bags and I ran into this one thinking, whoa, 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 what the hell just happened? And I bought it at 12 thinking it was a risk. And then this thing went up all the way to $28. Okay. So I still made money. I didn't lose anything. However, when I did the math in the end, because here I was riding these trends, making money, then moving it to other coins, thinking I was making all this money. But then when I calculated the math, had I just taken all my bags and kept it at $4, just held this position, even though for 2 months nothing happened, had I just held it at $4 all the way to 28, I would have made way more percentage gains than all this swap trading. So ironically, the best decision would have been to just not do anything and just ride this thing all the way to 28, sell, would have had way more money than what I was doing here. So in the short term, it looked like you're making money, but had you just held this and been patient, it would have been okay. So one other strategy I used to try and do was I would swap between Bitcoin and alts, because typically this would go up and then alts would follow later. So I'd swap my Bitcoin for alts when after this has pumped, then alts would go up and I'd have more value in Bitcoin and try and buy back Bitcoin. This never worked for me because I was never good at timing it, and having all your bags in one thing and trying to swap it for another was just too much work. This didn't work for me, maybe it'll work for you. One strategy that I think is pretty solid is you either go all in on one coin, right? And then ride it and then sell at specific points, make your money, and then just get out. Everything is going to go up eventually. Everything is going to go down. The second strategy, which would be, a little more sophisticated, and if you had enough capital, makes sense. So let's say you have one coin, let's say Bitcoin. You got like 20,000, okay? And then here you have ETH and, maybe the other top 10 coins over here. And you put like 10K here and then, 5K here, right? So the way it's going to work is this is going to go up, then this is going to follow, and then these guys are going to follow. So you got here, let's say you make about 5,000 profit. Now you have 25K. So you sell 10,000 and you move it here. So you put in 15K here, and then you ride this to 20,000. Then maybe you sell 10,000 or 15 again, and you move it to these guys. So what I'm saying is you either have multiple bags with different allocations. This way, you're not trying to chase waves because you have a position in all of these guys, your favorite coins, you have a position. And then when one goes up, let's say you make extra money here, this has pumped, maybe 3 of them have pumped, these 2 haven't. What you can do is take profits from these guys and then just move it to these dudes, because they're ones you're going to be holding for a while and they haven't moved. Then when those guys pump, you actually make a higher percentage because these guys for the past 2 months have been doing nothing, but you're able to increase your position to make more money when they do pump. So that's one advantage, is you have like maybe 5, well, however much you want to spread out your portfolio. And when they go up, you take profits from the ones that went up, move it to ones that haven't moved, and then when those move, and you swap without selling everything. So you have your constant positions that are increasingly going up and you selling at certain price points, and you're able to make use of those swing trades without having to get FOMO of moving from one coin to another, which is what I used to do, was sell everything and move to another one, sell everything, move to another one. And then you miss out on big moves and you realize, hey, had I just stayed in one position, I would have made more money. So these are 2 strategies that this diversification, I wasn't able to do well. It didn't work with my psychology. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try this year and just go all in on this one thing. And even though I'm missing out on other moves, all it takes is one move here to outperform all the other positions I would have had anyway. Yes, it's a little riskier, but this is just my trade that I'm doing, and this is what I believe in. And yeah, I think this month is going to be pretty good. If Bitcoin goes up, I'm happy for it. Everything else will go up. And I'm not, even if it goes to 100K Bitcoin, if Superfarm goes to a few dollars, I would have made way more money in Superfarm anyway. So it's cool that I'm 100% in crypto and I'm paying myself just a little bit to pay the bills and feed myself. And I'm still holding a massive position on the current price. I haven't sold anything. I sold, like, again, to a couple $1,000s just to eat. And yeah, that's it. That's all for today's video. See you guys on the next one. And also, just be patient, okay? And remember, you're taking advice from a homeless guy. What's wrong with you, okay? Not financial advice at all. It's just for entertainment. See you on the next one.